Hey friends, welcome back to another episode of Flavors and Knowledge, the podcast where we break down the truth, the myth, and wonders over the culinary world. I'm your host, Chef Walter, and in this episode we're diving into a topic that has stirred curiosity and pretty much a lot of debate for several decades. It's called the frozen foods. Our reader Pauline from Ocean Ridge in Florida recently wrote in asking about the safety, the quality, and the taste of frozen foods. And of course, Pauline, this is directed to you. You're certainly not alone. Many of us rely on frozen food, but how do they stack up against fresh ingredients? Do they compromise flavor, or they are underrated powerhouses of nutrition? And so I chose this podcast to dig into this topic. Well, let me begin by saying the word freezing, the ultimate preservation technique. Certainly freezing is one of the best ways to preserve food. It locks its nutrients and extends shelf life without using preservatives or additives. But not all frozen foods are created equal, and I'm sure you know that. The speed of freezing matters. Flash freezing, a process that rapidly freezes food at extremely low temperatures, helps retain the texture, the flavor, and the nutrients much better than slow freezing, which leads to ice crystal formation and cellular breakdown. Have you ever noticed a soggy, lifeless strawberry after thawing? That's the slow freezing effect. While fresh ingredients are always ideal, properly frozen food can be a fantastic alternative when it's handled and stored correctly. So let me explore the pros and the cons. I'll start with the benefits of frozen food. Convenience, number one on my list. Whether you are a working professional, a busy parent, or just someone who enjoys efficiency in the kitchen, frozen food saves time. Pre-chopped vegetables, ready-to-eat meals, and frozen fruit can make cooking faster and easier. Number two on my list is the nutritional value. Many people believe fresh is always healthier, but frozen fruit and vegetables are often picked at peak ripenesses and flash frozen to lock in their vitamins and minerals. In contrast, fresh produce can lose nutrients over time, especially if it sits on the store shelves for weeks. Number three on my list, the longer shelf life and less waste. Unlike fresh food that spoils quickly, frozen food lasts much longer. You can use only what you need and store the rest for later on, reducing food waste and saving money. Number four, I call this cost effectiveness. Buying frozen produce, proteins, and meals in bulk is often more budget-friendly, especially for out-of-season items. Plus, they let you stretch your ingredients further without breaking the bank. Number five of the pros, versatility. Frozen foods are incredibly adapted. From smoothies and soups to stir fries and casseroles, they integrate seamlessly into countless recipes. And if you need a quick meal, a bag of frozen mixed vegetables can transform a simple dish into something nutritious and delicious. And of course, there are the downsides of frozen food. Number one on my category is called the texture changes. Some foods, particularly fruits and vegetables, lose their crispiness after freezing. And while frozen strawberries may not be ideal for eating fresh, they are perfect for smoothies, jams, and bacon. Number two, I list additives and preservatives. Plain frozen produce is healthy. Prepackaged frozen meals often contain excess salt, sugar, and preservatives. Always check labels and opt for minimally processed options. Number three, the limited variety. Though frozen food options have expanded, they cannot match the variety of fresh seasonal produce. If you're looking for array ingredients, fresh may be your only option. Number 4, it's called the freezer burn. Poor storage can cause freezer burn, leading to dry, flavorless food. Then if you need a fix, store the frozen items in airtight containers or vacuum-sealed bags to maintain its freshness. The next chapter I'd like to talk to you about is when and how to use frozen food. When you cook meals in bulk and freeze individual portions for busy days, think soups, stews, and pasta sauces. If you need to make some smoothies, frozen fruit like berries, bananas, and mangoes, they blend beautifully into creamy, nutrient-packed smoothies. For soups and stews, especially in the winter and the fall, frozen vegetables like peas, carrots, and spinach hold up very well in hot dishes, adding color and nutrients without extra prep. There is also the emergency backup. Always keep a stash of frozen meals like pizza or stir-fry kit for those nights when cooking feels really impossible. Another good advantage is the saving money aspect of frozen food. If you buy in bulk, you always have to look for sales at grocery stores or buy from wholesale suppliers. There is minimum waste. Only use what you need. Keep the rest frozen. Then DIY freezing. Instead of buying prepackaged frozen meals, prepare your own. Cook large batches of your favorite dishes, portion them, and freeze them for later on. This saves money and ensures you know exactly what's in your food. And dear listeners, my final thought, as you know, I try to be as truthful as I can, and all the years in kitchens and restaurants has given me the opportunity to be fair in my thoughts. Frozen food has come a long way from being just a convenience option. It's nutritious, cost-effective, and incredibly versatile when used correctly. Whether you're looking to save some time, cut food waste, or simply keep your kitchen stocked with easy meal options, frozen food can be a game changer. So, next time you're in the grocery store, take a closer look at the frozen aisles. You might just find some hidden gems that make your cooking easier and more flavorful. And that is all for this episode on frozen food, the pros and the cons. I want to thank you for tuning in to Flavors and Knowledge. If you have a food question like Pauline, drop me a message. I'd love to explore it in the future episodes. Don't forget to subscribe, and as always, eat well and stay curious. Talk to you next time. Ciao, ciao.
Friends, Flavors and Knowledge is a dynamic online magazine that tantalizes the senses and enriches the mind with a delectable fusion of content. This digital publication offers a vibrant blend of culinary exploration, wine appreciation, travel adventures, cultural insights, and more. Dive into a world of gastronomy where seasoned chefs share their culinary secrets, discover the art of pairing wines with exquisite dishes, and embark on virtual journeys to exotic destinations. Delve into diverse cultures, traditions, and the stories behind our favorite dishes. Flavors and Knowledge promises to be your one-stop source for inspiration, education, and Epicurean delight, providing a feast for both the palate and the intellect.